One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Houston's offense will take the field first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it.
Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And that will be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Come on, set. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up. To perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done. Turning it on! Got it enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Flores. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they pick up the extra point. To right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires left. Intercepted, big play, stop. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
When you get interceptions as a safety, it's anticipation. You can see it. They see the route, they break on it, they go make big hits and big plays. This time, he gets the big INT.
On target over the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing sit down when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The sure hands, it's Thomas. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal a fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Johnson. 10. Touchdown, Houston. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got... It was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Here's the pressure. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Flores. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Looking to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Davis. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch, that time the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Rigby. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Extra point, the score is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Razor! Spider!
On the run, it's Connors. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know that's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown. He's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Back's got it. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Houston! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Set to kick off.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. They'll immediately call timeout. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Hammond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He fires to the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cougars will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Good. And on the return, this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Wegman. Snagged out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Ringo! Cricket!
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And that... No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Looking left. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 20. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. Here comes the Houston offense once again. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
2nd down coming up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Johnson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up.
Makes a grab past the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
A 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cougars. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Man, that field shrinks. You've got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field slip. And out, find him, he'll do the rest.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Drop Stepping back, it's Flores. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid... on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Jackrabbit wants to go up top. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Let's go. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Oklahoma State, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Flores. Throws to the wideout. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll down this. Inside the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Soft spot in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
First down.
Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Got it.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Clear. Clear.
On the ground, it's Connors. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Wegman. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Houston! Hello!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Houston, 42. Oklahoma State, 21.
On the move from inside his 5.
The returner is brought down at the 21. And the Oklahoma State
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare. He is not waking up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big... They'll mark him down at the 29. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Cowboys have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule.
And he throws another.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He managed. Few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Jackrabbit.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed in the middle, it's Freeman. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. He got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires the pass, intercept. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Get set. Get set.
Wants to throw, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Oklahoma State, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Flores. The quick out. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.